All right, so yeah. So that was what happened, Jerry. Let me go back to the 1 minute time frame and show you guys what I'm saying. So from all that structure, internal structure formation, yesterday night I talked about a little bit about internal structure, but it was just introduction. The internal structure is where we look for entries. That internal structure is not, the external structure is to get a directional bias and to get our POIs. That's our area of interest, our points of interest in the market. Then the smaller time frames gives us the internal structure that we can use to decide where our entries should be. You understand me? It can decide where our entries will be. So based off of that, we're able to strike this trade. Don't worry. On Thursday, we also trade on Thursday, London session and New York session. Except I personally moved the meeting. We'll trade London. I'm always on my chart, so there is no big deal there. That's if I'm at home. Okay, if I'm at home, let's get this back to. Okay, so now we are looking for buys now. Trust me, I'm looking for buys, and I don't care about the sales anymore. I'm looking for buys, and market has started creating the structure that I want. What is that structure? Let me show you. It's an A+ setup for me too. Is there anything I've missed? Let me quickly explain this before I move on. Please, if you are not writing down, you are doing yourself a big mess. If you are not writing down, you are doing yourself a big mess. Because this thing I started buying already. That's too fast now. This Alaye no dey chill. This Alaye does not chill. Okay, this is an A+ setup that I always have. Let me show you guys. A downward movement, up, takes out the low one, up. It might take out this high, it might not take out the high, it might whatever it wants to do. Take out the low again, 2. So we have 2 takeouts there, 1, 2, right? 1, 2, and then the market creates internal structure here. That comes to pick an entry from somewhere here, takes out this high here, most likely like this, takes out this high, and then the entry would most likely be a breaker block here or an FEG here. Most times always a breaker block here, and then we just buy. This is an A+ setup for me as well. Yesterday during this space, I was talking about myself trading with Deepo. And this was the setup. This thing is moving without us. So this is so looking at this pattern right here, one takeout of the first low, take out the second low, then we look for entry. So we have takeout of the first low, that's it right there. Because now I look for this around areas of interest. If you notice, this area I already marked it already, and it's already swept liquidity. And I have a top that I already marked around my fib level up here. So I want to buy into that fib level for price to take out these highs, because that's the Asian high of the day, right? So our first lows have been taken out right here, first low taken out. I don't know if this week here is the second low, and this is the third lows, because if you have 1, 2, 3, 3 lows, we have our second low there. So this is the low I expect to be taken out. As soon as this low is taken out, I expect a buy. And now this low, you can see that the first takeout, this is the first takeout. Where's my phone? I want to enter a position, a small position. If you can follow me, follow me. Oh. This one is risky though. This one is risky, but I want to take it anyway. I'm taking it, and my stop loss will be 10 pips. If you don't have the mind, don't take it to. It's just a warning. It's just a warning. If you don't have the mind, don't take it. Dial in now. Why can't you hear me? People can hear me. Dial in, dial in. Dial in your audio. You will hear me very well, loud and clear. Dial in your audio. Dial in your audio. Dial in your audio. Dial in your audio. All right, dial in your audio. dial in your audio. Let me leave the other trades alone, the other ones. So I have like 5 accounts I'm trading, so kind of trying to chill out on them. Okay, so dial in now. Oh God, people can hear me. Okay, so this is an A+ setup. For those that can hear me, let us continue. Let us continue. Those that cannot hear us, they should be there looking for how to hear us. Because I don't know. I will teach people how to use So this is the first low staking. Now, this is an A+ setup for me. I wait, sometimes I just wait for only these setups. I told you when I'm very busy, I wait for only my setups most of the time. And if you have 2 or 3 A+ setups, you don't have to be waiting for too much. When you are good, you are good. You understand? You will be very confident. Okay, so we have the first low staking out, second low staking out. Now, I will always shout this into people's ear. The reason why you should use your stop loss is because the market is not your father's property. I don't know, some of you must have seen some people tweet about it and put my name there. That is my quote. I tell people this thing: the market is not your father's property. So always use a stop loss. Your A+ setup can fuck up because one billionaire somewhere just put in $10 billion to move the market in his direction. And there is nothing you can do about it. The market will move 15 pips in your direction against you. And that is what $10 billion can do now. It should move 15 pips or 20 pips. You know, and it will take your stop loss. Because all these big industries, they are fighting themselves in the market. If I hear that Sawyer, maybe I have a financial company that trades stock, and I hear that Sawyer, another financial company, just put in a buy position, I will look for an insider. I will pay somebody in that company to be my insider that will be telling me where they are likely going to, and their risk, where they want to stop that. And then I will look for money so I can pump the market against them so they can be stopped out. So I can take in my own position and make more for myself. You see? So the market is not your father's property. Your A+ setup can fuck up. Good. So you have to always be very smart. This trade I entered from here now is on serious caution because I've seen trades like this leave me alone. That's why I'm entering. And this week here looks like the second low that formed, because this is a low and a pullback. This week is a low that formed and a pullback. I hope you know that. If you go to your second time frame, you will see it there. I don't have any business on second time frame anyway. So this could be the second low right there. Maybe, I don't know. And this will be our third lows. And if you look at these third lows now, it's already clearing these highs already. It has cleared this high, because that is what this setup is. The third low would cause a clear up of these highs. Now you can see that third low pushed up, came back, did not clear the low, pushed up and cleared this. Look at it. Pushed down, came up, did not clear, came down, did not clear the low, pushed up very well, cleared this high, came down again. You can see that came down and moving. You can see that and moving and moving. You can see. But I'm still of the opinion that price should clear out these lows before we buy, or maybe even clear out the lows and never buy. That is why I have my stop loss. Okay, that's why I have my stop loss. However, considering this setup that we are seeing play out here already, price can just decide to start buying. You see this place? Price can just start buying from here. Stop loss below this level. Not even the major loss, because anything that makes stop loss to come down to this point, come on, there's no need again. There's no need. Just wait for the setup to readjust itself. Look at that buy. I told you guys this price will just start buying massive. Just look at that buy. This is the take profit, 40 pips there. 40 pips. I believe we are together, guys. I believe we are together. I believe we are together. So I told you guys when I wanted to take the trade, so I was not being partial. If I hit stop loss, we hit the stop loss together. And if I take profit, we take profit together. All right, so that is where we buy into these highs. This is Asian high. This is the Asian high. Most likely, I want to take profits at the Asian high. It's just market just did a rebound, like bounce. So I might want to just take profit at the Asian high. If the market pulls up to this point, this would be enough for me to pass the phase one of the if it hits this place, I'll pass the phase one. So yeah, that's it. And I didn't take on the phase two now. Okay, I wanted it to give you first. I wanted the market to give you first. Okay, let's get back to work. If you're on the space yesterday, you heard me talk about somebody that's messed up my account. Don't ask me how you enter the trade, or enter the trade on your own discretion. But as you can see, I had given you entries. When it came down here, I told you guys that there's an entry here and put your stop loss here. Those that took it, and there's a stop loss, just put your stop loss sharp. That's the entry, that's the cocoa. Put your stop loss every damn time. Even if you don't have take profit, me, I hardly have take. I hardly put take profit on my trades. But you see stop loss, I don't joke with that thing. Okay, I don't joke with stop loss. I never do. If price comes back into this box, buy or put your stop loss. Buy or put your stop loss. If it comes back, I'll be buying on all my accounts, every one of them. It's either loss or profits. All right. So you see how I've explained all of these things together. So let me just go to the chat box and look for questions that people asked. Oh my God, questions are in the order, the one that just ended. Yeah. Please, if you are all those people that asked questions before, ask again here so that we can take the questions, please. Ask again here. Because following structure now, why this thing is a buy for me, why it's a buy is because following structure and following our pattern, A plus setup pattern, price has taken out our highs, okay? Price has taken out our highs. But this is where my skepticism is. Look at it. Look how I took out that high with a week. Beautifully done. See how I took out that high? The internal high that was created here on the 1 minute time frame. See how I took out that high nicely. See how we took out these highs here nicely as well. Okay, nicely. So the worst the market can do should come back into this area down here before it continues to buy, if it wants to buy. And if it wants to continue to sell, this could just be a fake out to take all of us out. And all of us will be out in Jesus' name. All of us will be out. So I'm taking questions now while we just watch the chart to this thing. Or first of all, let me go and enter some positions. Because price is at where I want it to be. Price at where I want it to be, actually. It's where I want it to be. So I'm taking a position now. And if it bonds us out, we are bonds together. Okay. Who is calling me? Hello. Good morning, Ugo. How's the morning going? I'm doing very well. How's the morning going? All right. Okay, guys, apologies. Apologies. I received a call actually, and I'm using the same phone for that. My file they do it in like. Okay, so yeah. So I did not even enter any position because of this same call. Oh my day. Oh my day. How many 20-something pips? we together? Okay. I received a call. Sorry, guys. I actually received a call. That's why kind of empty for the I go and download like this. Okay, so this is the trade we are in, and let us see whether we are going to catch a retracement here. A very beautiful one at that. If you can bear more risk, let your stop loss be 18 pips. Yeah, 18 pips. 0954. Let your stop loss be 18. You can bear more risk. If you know that your mind will carry on, because don't try. You don't understand. Don't try. Okay, so this is the trade for today, and let us hope for the best. Let's hope for the best. So what I like doing is I just like marking out my final stop loss area. My first stop loss is here, just these lows. This is my first stop loss for some of the accounts, and my second stop loss is below here for some of the accounts. So when I do that, I take out this guy. So I just monitor the trade from there. And then I go to the bigger time frame and I watch my thing. So yeah, look at, you see that 200 EMA there? Once price taps into that place, I'm taking profits. But price must tap that place. With me or without me, it might come and take me out before coming here. Price must tap that place with me or without me. Price must tap that. I guess we are in profit now, aren't we? How many minutes before this candle ends? 25 minutes. This candle has taken out this order block. They took it out seriously. So there is no buy in this market. What we are expecting is a sell. And what this place has created, look at the 1 hour time frame. Look at the 1 hour time frame, guys. What the market has created here is liquidity. What the market has created here is liquidity. Let me take out this Fibonacci because I know now this is the 7. This is the area I'm waiting for price to get into. I will still teach you guys more on that Fibonacci stuff. I'll teach you guys more on that Fibonacci stuff. We are still in the trade, profit or loss. We are in that trade. Either we make profit or we make loss. We are still in the trade. All right. So this is liquidity right here. These highs that were formed is liquidity. And price coming back here, we want to take out these highs to tap into this area, or maybe go higher into this block here. So I am big on other blocks still today, okay? But I study liquidity. Price now want to come back into this place and do a lot of do a full mitigation of this area, like push up, break this guy, come into here before selling off finally, right? Let me see that. Before selling off finally. But this top here has given us this sign that price would want to probably come to respect. Okay? Okay. Meanwhile, like I said earlier, there is a low here that we have liquidity formed for. Okay, there is a low here that we have liquidity formed for. If price takes us out, then price is coming to mitigate this low before buying. So the buys might be up to this point. Learn a lesson. See it? This area here, I can't remember why I marked this area. Oh Lord, help me. So I can't remember why I marked this area. That area was pretty important for me to have marked it. Let me check the daily time frame. Don't worry, don't stress yourself as to why and how I am doing these things. So please don't stress yourself. There's no need. I will explain it in more relatable terms when we get there. I have it all marked out. Okay. I have it all marked out. So don't stress. Meanwhile, EU is in a massive, the sell that is coming for EU, Jesus Christ, that sell is crazy. But I still expect markets to manipulate a lot of people out of that sell first. Like push back up, clear everybody's SL, then come and like push back up into this area, clear everybody's SL, then come and start selling. Come and start selling. I think I marked the 25% of this order block. Bad. That other block there, I took my Fibonacci, marked the other block. Mark the other block, change it to 50% fib, and that was the 50%, 25% of the other block. So you see my 25% line there, 50%. I will show you how to draw Fibonacci. Don't worry, don't stress. You can see that 25% there. Yo, that's what I think that's where I marked. That was where I marked that line for, basically. So just expect price to come into that, tap into that area, and then we have a sell-off back to the downside, right? We have a sell-off back to the downside. We have a class. Hold on. So I will explain many things. Let's just keep going. We are doing live trading session today. Live trading session. Okay. So let's see what 15 minutes is still showing us. 15 minutes is selling. Oh. So I think we are supporting low. We don't go. Support low, put it low. We don't go. Please just stop us. Support low. Okay. So yeah, that is that for that. Let me now answer some questions that we have while we watch the chart listing. And why are the charts disappearing now? Please type your questions again. The charts are disappearing. Can you please tell us what liquidity means and its relevance in the market? How can we detect it? Okay, so let me explain what liquidity is. I am liquidity. You are liquidity. When you enter the market, please type your questions again because the questions are disappearing. I can see only 4 messages now. Only 4. And it was a lot at the time. Let me see if I can see history. Refresh what? Add this to refresh. For the news, I don't trade news, and I advise don't trade news. If you want to learn how to trade news, please go and learn from another person. It's not me that will teach you news and you go and blow your account. Meanwhile, news are what we call fundamentals. These are political events, economical events, and basically events that we see daily in our lives that affect the market. That is what news are, and that is what we call fundamentals. I will talk about liquidity. That one's going to take time, so I want to answer this one first. That's what we call fundamentals. All right. Now, when you go to a place like forexfactory.com, that is where I check news. Forexfactory.com. Where I check my news. All right. When you see this yellow flag, this yellow folder, like factory, it is low impact news. But when you see it with red, it is high impact news. High impact news. And when you see it with orange, it is medium impact news. So what we always watch out for are the high impact news. because these low impact news that are yellow and the medium impact news that are orange are actually, and low impact that are orange are actually, they don't actually move the market that much. You will see sometimes on your 1 minute, you just see like 5-minute spike. All this medium news move them like that, but they mean nothing when you are trading. They really don't mean much. But you see these red ones, they are the ones that move the market in leaps and bounds. They just push the market. Okay, they just literally push the market. So what you are trying to look out for is, let me open this USD on by 3 p.m. Let me open it. I click on this folder and it open. Yeah, it has opened now. This is what happened the last time that this news was done. JOLT job openings. This was what happened the last time that this news was read. This is what they expect the market to do. It was 9.93 million job openings at the time. I think it's their job openings. Now it has reduced to 9.74. If job has reduced, that means there will be less employment, right? It will affect the market negatively. That means US dollar will be weak. So GBP USD is likely to buy because USD will be weak and it will not be able to sell the market. If what we are expecting, what we are expecting now for actual, what you're expecting now for the normal one that will happen today, this was before. This is forecast, what we are predicting that it will be lower. If what we actually get is lower, much more lower, USD will be weak. But if what we finally get is higher than what we got the last time, which is 9.93, then USD will be strong. Then the USD will go in favor of USD. GBP USD, Euro USD will sell because USD is the secondary pair on that. USD JPY, USD CHF, those ones we buy. If USD is strong, those ones we buy. So that is just a quick explanation to how you trade news. But I really don't pay attention to all of these things. I don't care. I don't pay attention to it. If I have a technical setup and if I have my technical setup and okay. If I have my technical setup and it's running, I don't care what, money everywhere, thank you. I don't care what the market is doing. But sometimes I take out profit from my positions when I know that there's a major news coming, right? CPI, FOMC, NFP, I will take out profit from my positions. I'm still going to answer the question of liquidity. Let me check. My biggest challenge is entries, to find the suitable setup and time frame to enter. I had just explained entry, 2 different types of entries this morning. If you will pay very much attention, I have explained 2 entries this morning. And I believe those that cut it, cut it. Those that cut it, cut it. Okay? The Judah strategy, does it work in other time frame other than EU and GU? It works on other currency pairs, but I have mastered it on GU and EU. I mastered it on gold sometime last year, but I think I slowed down again. Okay, I slowed down, I'll not lie. It was good, it was working very well on gold last year. I've not checked it this year, but it's good to focus on one pair. Back test it on one pair over like 3 months. Check every single day in the past 3 months. Back test it. On one of our sessions, I will teach you guys how to back test. See money now. See money now. Hey God, see money. Who is in money? Who is in money? Mama will say money everywhere. See money now. I like this. I like this. I like this. You see how my simple setup, that's my pattern setup, gave us money this morning. Now, if you want to take partials now, you can start taking partials because it's going to reject, the price start rejecting because of this area, this block here will reject price. They don't take profit, take profit, take some profit now. And they love you all. Then move stop loss to entry now. Break even. Price has moved 10 pips more or more from our entry. From my first entry down here, price has moved pretty good. from my first entry around down here, price has moved 11 pips. So yeah, I can put my stop loss at entry because price will just keep bouncing. Yeah, price just keep bouncing. You can see price. You can see price. Somebody shout hallelujah. Somebody shout hallelujah. It has broken this level, so there is no coming down again. Hold your position, guys. Hold your position. Now, what did I close profit? Who swear for me? Let's look at this, man. Okay. This is a very awesome. Meanwhile, I passed my phase 1 and phase 2 of 2 different challenges. Phase 1 on 1, phase 2 on 1. Good day. Good day. Good day. Are you just looking like that? You just looking 09. Profit. Profits. What? It's not. It's okay. Okay, I'm closing profits. Actually, that's why I'm here. I'm quiet. I just said I would teach you guys in one way how to test now. One of our classes. We'll show ourselves how to backtest. Please, no FOMO, another opportunity will come. You saw that we missed the sell, but we caught the buys. And the buys is going to buy. Oh, this one will be even shiri buy. Just believe me when I say it's going to buy. It's already broken this place. It's this EMA that is holding it. Once price just break this EMA now, okay, but you can't enter again, don't worry. Let's see what the 1 hour time frame is doing. Hold on. Do you see that rejection? Are you seeing that rejection? I see that rejection. I see that rejection. It was predictable. It was predictable. I just need this 1 hour candle to close just a little bit bullish. Just a little bit bullish. I could enter from the 1 hour candle. Still to be bullish. That's all I need. Okay. Interestingly, once there is a change of character, do you wait for inducements to be clear before considering OB that leads to the break of structure? A valid OB for A+ setup or valid entry? I don't really get that. So I've explained news. I will still explain liquidity. That question is not has not left me. I will still explain liquidity. This meeting will soon end though. Once it ends. We have like 2 minutes to go. But I will explain liquidity in those 2 minutes quickly. I don't understand this A+ setup, but yes, your other block should always create an inducement or liquidity for the other block to be valid. If it doesn't create liquidity or inducement, that other block is not valid. Trust me. Valid anything. Do you understand me? Okay, it's not valid. Please, how do you get the setup for the sale? I will share the recording. I can't talk about that again. So for liquidity, you are liquidity, I am liquidity. I'm taking the next 1 hour, 1 minute, 30 seconds to explain this quickly. You are liquidity and I am liquidity. Basically, you see all this double bottom that market is to create. You see this low here is liquidity. Why is it liquidity? Because market makers know that a lot of people must have ready their entry here with their stop loss below it for a buy, because they believe that when price comes back to this place, it will be a triple bottom and then we buy. But unfortunately, instead of triple bottom, they will now first sweep the low come into this eye, do like this, then break structure, and then now buy. What are they doing there? They've taken out liquidity of these lows, taking out people's stop loss. Your stop loss is what we call, people's stop loss is what we call liquidity. If you get what I mean. People's stop loss is what we call liquidity. All right. It's called liquidity. People's stop loss is called liquidity. It could be trend line, it could be anything. Look at this trend line liquidity now. Tap, tap, tap. People be expecting to come and buy back from here, but look at how it was swept. Liquidity. Look at this. Look at what I marked here. This meeting will soon end. Look at what I marked here. Tap, tap, tap. What did I put there? Liquidity. Price will hit here and sell. Once it hits here, now I will sell this market.